The day of breaking stuff. Dry shaft. Knuckle.
Hey guys.
What's up, guys? We are on our way to Tennessee on a new adventure. Out Wind Rock this time. My buddy Jason is taking a small group of us to the Sandmines and Tackett Creek trails. So we're headed up this morning, and which is Thursday. We're gonna ride Friday and Saturday, and come back Sunday. But we're ready for some new adventures and see where it takes us. We're excited.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Glad Jason, my buddy Jason Vanover, Mad Max YJ, glad he can take the time out and take the show us around. So take y'all along and see what we get into. Them two stopped and that one looked this way. Like what the?
Oh.
People jump the fence.
Yeah. Hop over the fence. I want to see his reaction.
This one down here's looking at me too. Start running this way. Yeah, they run like reindeer.
Yeah.
They don't really run like
There's
reindeer.
a whole group over there standing looking this way.
The next day.
See it.
It goes wrong real quick.
Hey, you want to put that couple bolts in that? Good place to go.
Well, I'm here.
Put it back
When he gets
on.
on flat ground.
Good. Hold up. Back up.
Face of the yoke, face of the yoke.
It won't center to yoke one.
Yeah.
44.5 inches.
What you got going on?
It's the day of breaking stuff. Drive shaft,
Yeah, you don't feel alone.
knuckle,
Okay.
yeah. And we're only hour into.
If it had been for dirt road, it would have been 10 minutes.
I think.
Shh! I was trying to make it. Trying to make it sound a little good, Mark.
Oh, our Airbnb is like at the bottom of that hill.
I wish. Yeah.
Ain't your toes, that's your foot.
Wow. Let's get it. Pushing it.
It's good.
I got it. I'm doing the walk of shame. You had to walk out and spot the guy that's taking you to get your drive shaft. You break a shaft on work. My shaft.
6.5 hours later.
I'm sorry.
He said he had to dig this one out of the old stacks because it's a large, extra large.
Oh, yeah.
Fit my head. Get around there.
Let me take that off.
I'll take it off in a minute.
Yeah, he's a walk. Yeah. You start with walk. You know, the Tim called the supplier and said, I need you to cut 5. And we worked out the diameter.
Well, how is your second day on our little fall crawl to Tennessee? How's that going?
Not great. You know, it happens. It happens.
Tell me what happened.
So, you can tell it's gonna be a short video.
By now you know.
Not what we expected. First day, P Gravel Hill. I've never been there. Like Sandmines wanted to go. I said, my buddy Jason Vanover, so he come up and he'd show us around. First way in, P Gravel made it all the way to the top and slid off a rock and tore the front drive shaft out. Well, I guess the first evening was nice. It was great. We went up to the elk viewing tower. That was something to see. You got to see a bunch of elk, so that was exciting and fun. Just hung out. Then, like I say, the first day of riding, started trail, climbing, went all the way to the top of the P Gravel Hill, which videos do not do it justice. I always thought it would be something don't really look flat in the video, but just not what it was when we got there. Made it all the way to the top, slid off the rock, tore the dry shaft up. Before I got my dry shaft, or before we got me rescued, whatever you want.
That's the fair word.
Yeah, got the Jeep on up the hill so we could tear it apart. My buddy Mark behind me broke a steering knuckle on his Ford front end. I'll think of it in a minute.
XJ?
On the Ford Kingpin front end. Known issue, weak knuckles. That's I upgraded mine. He's gonna upgrade his now. He was just, sometimes you just run what you do till it breaks.
Right.
So it broke. So we went back to town while they was tearing his apart. Buddy Jason stayed with him. Some of the other group went on the road. We went all the way back to camp, or our house, Airbnb.
Thank you, Alan and Karen.
Karen and Alan was great, bring us back. Come got the truck, went all the way to Knoxville. Jason made a call to Knoxville Driveline. They were on it, got a front shaft built. And while I was at it, something just said, hey, get a rear shaft built too. Because I ain't got a spare either one. We've been on these shafts. Well, the rear's been in it for almost 4 years. We did put a set of U-joints in it one time, but front one was a JK shaft that we cut down an Adam shaft, and it peeled it open like a can opener. It wasn't a thick wall shaft.
Hold on, let's get it. You want to show it?
Yeah.
It's in the back.
So my first shaft that I had built when we first originally built this, my buddy Cody built them when he worked at the dry shaft shop for me. We had almost 4 years on that shaft, no issues. It was a thick wall. I slid it on rocks. Having trouble getting this one out. I had slid it on rocks. It's the dramatic piece. It had, we'll take it back to the trailer. First dry shaft we had was rock rashed, but it was a thick wall shaft. It had grooves in it. This one has lasted me, it may have been in there 6 months. It did not like rock, sitting on a rock. So as soon as it sat down, and it never made a noise really. We thought I was just dragging a rock. So I went to back up and it's hung. I went back forward, so it just pulled me off. I went back up again. When I went to back up, I had no front tire wasn't pulling. I was like, oh, that's not good. So got out to this, hanging in 2 pieces. But it's a thin wall dry shaft, which not sure why they even done a thin wall in a, because it come out of a rear of a JK. So I've cut 3 inches. I think I cut 3 inches out of it to make it fit in my front, which is stretched on my TJ.
The weld's hole.
So I was worried about maybe my weld had failed. But we've built dry shafts before, just put them together, pulling trucks, everything else. But it just twisted it in half. And bend it, I guess, and you can see the twist in it. It just peeled it up like a can opener, where my other thick wall one didn't. So now, they built me a thick wall shaft for the front, like I originally had. And it's a smaller diameter shaft, so I got a little more room. So it's great. It was time for
and
upgrade.
It's in. I got video of it.
But then we got back. Got my dry shaft put in, got me fixed, got skid plate all put back together, and was waiting on Mark. So we left, went, had supper and everything, and Donnie Roebuck's son was coming up, and they got a hold of some used knuckles that had been reinforced. I think he got them from Wide Open Design. They let us borrow a set of knuckles, so he brought both of them, thankfully, because we only expected to put one on. The other one, you can see a little hairline crack. About 11 o'clock last night, they got up there, well, it was 4:11, but time we got back up there on the mountain, got it back together, got his tools put up and everything, and hooked the winch up. We was just gonna winch it up so make sure everything went good. We didn't get 5 feet, and the other side broke off in a worse spot than what we was in to start with. So, needless to say, luckily, they did bring the other knuckle, so we got it fixed.
Thank you so much.
Thanks to Donnie and Tyler, his son, and Wide Open Designs, wherever they picked the knuckles up at, but I'm pretty sure that's because Tyler's with them now. Great people. Everybody wanted to help.
Couldn't ask for better.
But needless to say, after that, we were there, and I think it was about 2 o'clock this morning when we got in, maybe a little later.
Mm-hmm.
And then, after that, we got his together. He's good, ready to go the next day. I noticed when I had to take mine back up the hill to use my high-lift jack and stuff for him, after we'd done walked up and down the hill a couple times, till my rear dry shaft was squeaking, which I knew it was probably time for it too. That's why I had a spare built. The time we got back to the house last night, it was very bad vibration and noise coming down the road. And I was like, that's got to be the rear shaft and the constant velocity joint, double cardigan, whichever you want to say it is. So we pulled back in. I was tired and hurting because just the way my body goes, and got under it, put it in neutral, and joints was out. So got it this morning, push it, we're gonna do it, we're gonna put the other dry shaft in, and then it didn't want to go in. thought it was too long. We pushed and all my weight on it, trying to get it to go. So I was like, you know what? Y'all guys just go on, have a good day. It's not the end of the world. We'll come back. Just how it goes. Just part of the way we roll a lot. Not usually how we access, but
Not quite this vibe,
the
but
Jeep usually has pretty good run time. We ain't had a whole lot of trouble with it in any stage it's been in. I think the main thing was we had, I put U-joints in, but we caught them before we went on trip.
right.
Put them in on the other axles. So that was the only thing we've had, I think, on the trail was the ignition last year. We had to fix it at Windrock. So we had pretty good luck out of it. Guess I didn't knock on wood hard enough this time. But the weak link that we had been running on that I hadn't really spent no time replaced was the drive shaft. So it just picked this time to come out. And it just happens. It sucks. Jason was not, he hated it for us, but I was like, man, y'all go ride. My two buddies, Alan and Mark, they're here to ride. So I wanted them to go have a time. They didn't want to go without me, but I was like, hey, y'all guys go. We drove all this way, new place. So they went and enjoyed the day.
Yes.
Me and the wife got some needed rest time, and
We're staying in a precious little place out here.
Awesome little Airbnb. We'll have to try to play and find a link to put in the description.
It's beautiful out here.
It's
There's cows out there.
It's close to Ride Royal Blue in Tennessee on Stinking Creek Road. And
So peaceful.
Well, we stayed here. Alan found it. It's because it's in between the two places. It's actually like 24 minutes to go to meet we're close to the trailhead for going to Sandmines, and it's 24 minutes to the trailhead at Tackett Creek, or the meeting place, I should say. Then from the meeting places, it's a little more ride from each one. But so it's in between. Nice country road. Ain't a whole lot of traffic out here other than side-by-sides and your locals. So it's still been a good weekend.
Super chill.
Getaway. It was just a chill weekend. Good time with our friends and met some new folks, real good folks. And Jason's great. Hey, I hated didn't get to ride with him today, but there'll be another time. It's a part of wheeling. You're gonna have breakdowns and stuff that you can't help. You try to go over your rigs. I tried to go over my stuff. This time we were a little pushed for time, and I didn't. Some of the stuff I didn't get to see. Drive shaft, front drive shaft. It was in there. It was intact. Everything was good. The U-joints and all was good. I didn't know the rock was gonna make a can opener. So that was unhelpful. And the rear was, they all was good. It was time. It wore. It's what it is. But I did get the drive shaft figured out in the rear. I thought measurements may have been wrong. I give them or something. And that was just something else. That was just, this morning was not going good. It was cold. And I just like, you know what, y'all go. I'll take a day. But good thing is we got it figured out. The grease seal was really tight. The paint was thick, and it just wouldn't slide. I mean, I put all my weight on it this morning. Mark did too, and it's just wasn't working out.
It wasn't meant to be for today.
Wasn't meant to be for today. Something else was in plan. Sometimes the Lord tried to tell me last night. Got back to drive stats out. Just don't worry about it. Just take it. And I got this morning trying to fight it to go on, and after I couldn't get it to go in, he's like, hey, I'm telling you, just take a day. So now I come this evening, I feel better. Got up, I got the issue fixed with the drive shaft. The grease seal was just really tight, it wouldn't go on the thing. It was like air locking, I guess. So I finally got it apart and got that figured out. So try to put it in and we'll ride another day. So I think they've had to get, they're still gone. They left at a little after 9 this morning to go meet Jason and them. They're still gone. I think they might have had a little issue with some steering. But hopefully they had a good time, and we can let you know maybe on that. They might have some pictures we'll have in here too, so you don't know.
We can't wait for them to get back, and there's a little fire pit down there. Karen graciously started crockpot supper. We want to have a little fire for them when they get back and just hear all about their day.
Listen and chill out, sit around the fire, and
because that's what this is about.
Just enjoying spending time with everybody. We're out in the woods. We're not at the shop. We've not been at the shop this weekend. So that's a plus, just away from everyday life and in general. So even after that, like I say, just come here and see the elk view and stuff like that was all the dirt back roads we've rode miles and miles back and forth taking parts and all. Just to have friends that even take their day out of wheeling to come and take me around to get stuff and all that. It's just, and
those guys that we didn't know us that were willing to go in the freezing cold back up the mountain.
I had met a couple of them before. I met Donnie before at Windrock. But they didn't know us. We was planning on getting the parts from them and going back and fixing everything ourselves.
Right.
Which Mark's very sufficient on his stuff. So we was planning on doing that, and they was like, no, we're going back with y'all. We're going to go fix and help you get everything in there and make sure you get everything fixed and get out. And they stayed with us to the end. So
thank you.
We appreciate all that. But sorry for the short video. We hope it's going to be better. But there'll always be next time.
So keep watching because we'll figure it out and we'll be back up here sometime to actually get filmed. And here comes the side-by-sides again.
Oh, tons of side-by-sides up here. Oh, maybe just one. Oh, no, that's a truck. Go, fellas, go. Thanks to the lineman.
But anyway, I guess we'll, guess this will wrap this video up.
You're fixing to put it on the trailer.
We're gonna put it on the trailer and I guess we're gonna try to put the dry shaft in it, get it back going and get everything loaded up. And we thought we was gonna, I thought this morning I might have to stay and go back by the dry shaft shop because they're a ways away from us. And I didn't want to send it back, but I'm gonna get it up here on the trailer, put it back in, and if it all works and fits, then I guess we'll load up and be ready to head home.
Yeah.
So it'll be the end of this trip. So we're gonna try to stick the dry shaft back in and get all that wrapped up and load up. And sorry again for the short video, but as always, we appreciate the support. Like, share, subscribe, and keep watching because we will be back to Sandmines and Tackett Creek eventually because I will conquer Pea Gravel Hill without breaking, and we'll just get to show you all around.
Why do you say that?
What? Oh.
You're gonna jinx the next trip.
Hey, yeah, no, you got to. I guess I don't know.
Yeah,
Anyway, we appreciate y'all watching. Just keep on watching and subscribing, and we'll catch y'all next time.
So it was good?
Oh yeah, driving good, ain't no vibration now. So that's definitely, I mean, I knew it. More than likely what it was, as hot as the dry shaft was last night. And the U-joint's loose, but it's all good. Got a couple other little odds and ends we found. So it was, my feeling was right just to stay here today. So we're good. It's back together. We'll load her up and go home and tidy up a few things, and well, this probably might be the last ride for this season. We'll see, unless it's something close to home. But that's it, you know.
Yep.
It happens.
It happens. Just glad we're all safe.
Yep, that's part of it.